I'm going to show you how to do a German short row on the knit side. So I've knitted until I need to work the first German short row. So what we do is just knit this stitch, and this becomes our turning stitch. So we're going to turn the work around now, slip the stitch over to the right needle, and then we're going to wrap the yarn around and under the needle, and it's lifting up the stitch to form this interesting looking double stitch. So we need to pay attention to this. Both the strands of these will be knitted together, so this is not an increase. You'll treat these strands as one stitch. So our yarn is pulled around and it's in the right position to purl, and then we will purl. So I've now purled across my stitches to where I need the next German short row. So this is on the purl side. So next I'm going to purl this stitch, and this is becoming my turning stitch. So I turn my work around. I'm going to bring my yarn to the front, slip that stitch across, and then I'm going to pull the yarn over, which is creating this double stitch. Now we need to pay attention to this because that shows where our German short row was before, and we always need to treat this double stitch as one. So now I'll knit across my stitches, and this is what the German short row from the previous row looks like now that I approach it. So I'm going to knit those two strands together, completing the double stitch, and that's what it looks like. It's very hard to see once you've knitted it. And then I need to work another German short row on this side, so I'll show that to you again. I'm knitting the stitch just as normal, knitting. I'm going to turn around, I slip the stitch across, and then wrap the yarn all the way around the needle, lifting up the stitch to create the double stitch, and then I can start purling again. So I've purled all the way across the row now, and I've reached the next German short row double stitch. So this is what it looks like, and I need to treat both of those strands as one. So that's completed. Now I need to work another German short row in this stitch. So I'm going to purl it, turn around, bring my yarn to the front, slip the stitch across to the right needle, and then pull the yarn over to lift up that stitch, and then I can knit. So that's how you do German short rows, and they look so subtle, they are so hard to see in your knitting.